सर बोल सकते
ऑन है ना? Okay, friends, we are back at last time. I think I was not there on Saturday, so Meenakshi took a class and she talked about prevention and the early concepts of prevention, that is primordial prevention and primary prevention. So I'll just run through what I have covered earlier. This is all that we have covered: concepts of causation, biological agents, germ theory of disease, epidemiological multifactorial causation of disease, web of causation of disease, and then we talked about the iceberg phenomenon, natural history of disease, spectrum of disease, disease elimination, control, eradication, central, and the concepts of prevention. So I think Inakshi has told you about the primordial prevention. Primordial prevention, when we talk about primordial prevention, we are basically preventing the emergence or development of risk factors in a population. The risk factors which we talked about do not develop in the population at all. So this can be done by mass education and environmental modification. And I'm sure Inakshi has given you some examples of primordial prevention, where you, like for example, which you can think of as you can right from childhood develop a way by which you will not permit get the concept of smoking out of people, proper eating habits or exercise that can be built into a young child. Also, if you don't have tobacco, can you smoke? No, you can't. So that's another way of primordial prevention. Don't have the particular risk factor available, or don't let the risk factor develop in the community. So that's all this has been discussed. Girl child's health. Then in primary prevention, she must have talked to you about health promotion and specific protection. Health promotion being, we'll talk about it in detail, populations, and then we can do a population strategy and high risk strategy. Basically, when you're talking about population strategy, is an approach directed at the whole population, irrespective of individuals' risk levels. Suppose person A is a case of hypertension, you have got, say, 20 or 30% of the people in the population have got hypertension. Person A has got hypertension, person B does not have hypertension. But you give and take an approach by which you will be looking at the whole community. That is the population strategy. That is, small reduction in average blood pressure or serum cholesterol of a population group would produce large reduction in incidence of cardiovascular diseases. And high risk strategy is, like, for example, your father has got hypertension, your mother has got hypertension, so you are very likely to get hypertension. We will then take you and we will try and remove the risk factors from you. That is the way in which we do what you call the high risk strategy. So health promotion basically is not directed against any specific disease. It is you want to do again health education drive or environmental modification or nutritional intervention or lifestyle and behavioral changes. These are lots of things. These are things which can be done in health promotion. So when you talk about health education, you can have various target groups like the general public, patients, priority groups, community leaders, and health providers. When you talk about environmental modifications, you can provide safe drinking water, sanitation facilities, control of insects and rodents, or housing improvement. In nutritional interventions, you can do food distribution, you can provide supplementary nutrition education, food fortification, child feeding programs. We're talking about a lot about nutritional intelligence when we talk later on about nutrition. So